is good, everybody? It's your boy, the strongest wizard, and yes, tonight is indeed fight night, and we have myself on the right, rocking out the Rob Lucci, brand new baby, and we have Keith on the left, rocking out the Law. You know I love me some Law. And if you don't know what Rob Lucci does, Rob Lucci is a black 5k leader here that allows you to, when a character is destroyed on your opponent's side of the field, on your turn, you can actually restand him, which is kind of insane. When you trash 2 cards, of course. So we see Spandam searching top 3 for a CP card and trashing the rest. And if you couldn't tell, I am running the CP base core for Lucci. I just love the CP cards. I think they're really fun, and I love the synergy, honestly. But quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is DXN Outpost, DXN Provisions. Only place where I get all my sealed product, as well as that OP04, and just got released, and I'm really excited. So I got my pre-orders locked in and loaded with them. And if you're interested in some pre-orders for OP04, just check them out. So we saw the 5k swing with Law, and I'm gonna go ahead and obviously take that. And we see the Vista coming down, the classic, getting rid of the Spandam. And that's fine, no problem here. And now we see myself at 4 Dawn. I'm gonna swing 5k into lead. He's gonna take it, and then I'm gonna throw another Spandam, grabbing another CP card, which is gonna be that brand new Air Door. Air Door is a 4-cost event card that allows you to check top 5 of your deck and play a 5-cost or lower CP card, CP character, of course, and yeah. And the rest go to trash. So you see me dropping the 3-cost Tiny blocker here. Mr. Tiny here is really nice because he can't be removed by card effects. He can be bounced, but he can't be like pistoled, vista'd, things like that. So very, very sticky. And we see the Curly coming down, searching top 5 for that 1-cost red character, which is going to be that Chopper. Chopper going into hand. Let's see if he wants to play it out. He has 3 Dawn left. Is he going to try to go as wide as possible, swing 5k? But no, we see the actual Nami coming down. Nami's ability, attaching 1 to Law, making him a 6. Does he want to make him a 7? Might as well. Yep, I mean, we're going to see the 7k swing going into lead. And I'm going to go ahead and take it. Yeah, both at even life now, so no problem there. And we see the Chopper coming down, slowly trying to build his board. We don't know if he has a Law yet, so Heath just reading what Air Door does, me explaining to him. Hasn't played too many of the CP based Rob Lucci's. I'm the only one. No, I'm just kidding. But I just really love the CP core. I think it's still really good. I think it's kind of slept on, honestly. But we see the 5k swing going into Keith here. Does he want to take it, or is he missing some cards? It looks like he's missing a couple cards. Maybe he doesn't have that Law. Maybe he doesn't have that Bonnie. And then we see the Air Door coming down, playing a little bit of roulette. But when you run so many CP cards, you're going to hit something. And I do hit Bueno on the last card, trashing a whole bunch of really cards, and no, I am not regretting that play. And I love Bueno being a 5-cost 6k attacker character. When you attach 1 Dawn to him, he actually gets a blocker, and then on KO, he actually is able to revive a 4-cost or lower CP card. And you see me passing with 2 Dawn open. I hate to do that. You know it's Impact Wave. I know Impact Wave is a good card. I just don't like it in this deck. In my most current build, I think I actually ended up removing them. So we see the Bonnie coming down. Bonnie is searching top 5. Getting that Zoro. Does he have the Law? Let's see. Ability of Nami here, attaching 1 to. Looks like he wanted to do it to Law, but looks like he's gonna do it to Vista instead. Just probably get some more swings and go a bit wider. We're gonna see a 5k swing going into lead, and I'm gonna go ahead and pay 2 here for that Impact Wave, getting rid of that Bonnie. Then I realized I can't get rid of Bonnie because she's suspended. It has to be active, so I'm gonna get rid of the Nami instead. Nami being really good, just being able to reuse, Dawn. Chopper, I'm not really too afraid. This deck has a ton of 1-cost removal, just as well as like removal itself. It has low to the floor removal. That's the difference between the Navy version and this version. It's a lot lower to the ground, which I like more. So we see the Khalifa 2k coming down here and checking 7 cards in hand, which is kind of a lot. Playing the Nami was searching top 5 for a Straw Hat, and it looks like Keith has just whiffed on the Nami. You hate to see it. It does happen a lot though with this deck. It's not that many straw hats as there used to be, man. So we see the Shambles play coming in, grabbing that Vista, throwing down that Law. He has it. Grabbing back the Bonnie. Are we going to see the Zoro coming down? No, we're going to see the Vista popping the Spandam. Removing the little attackers, in case the little guys swing. So, of course, refreshing. Please forgive the money moves on my side. Your man's got to make some money somehow. So, we see a Don open. Let's see exactly what I want to do. There's a couple plays I have. Honestly, what's fun about this deck is that when you get to like six cards plus, it gets really fun. There's so many things you can do. And of course, Keith has to be mindful that whenever I remove a body, I have the possibility of restanding Lucci. Just that idea itself is very threatening. Makes your opponent decide whether to block, counter out of things. And now I think Keith is sitting at 6 cards in hand. Yep, 6 cards in hand. And you see me eyeing the Isha, and we see the A-cost Isha coming down, Isha's ability. If your opponent has 6 cards or more, I get a trash 2 at random, which is freaking amazing. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the opposite ends here and trashing 2 restand laws, which were the only laws in his hand. And so we're gonna see a 6k swing coming into play here. I don't really mind getting rid of swinging with it. Like I learned from Law, when you have the laws, you swing with laws. They're still blockers, 6Ks being pretty beefy, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass. No real reason to swing with Lucci because he has obviously Law there. I guess the correct play probably would have been to swing with Lucci and then swing 6 into Law, but the outcome would have been the same. So here we have Keith reading a couple of cards from my trash. Like I said, he's just unfamiliarized with the CP build, so with the CP card. So normally those Spandams would be brand news in Navy decks, in the Rob Lucci Navy deck. So Keith sitting at a 9 Dawn, good amount of Dawn now. For sure he can Shambles, of course. But let's see how he's going to maximize his plays here. And we see the Bonnie coming down once again, recycling, grabbing a free card every turn. And let's see what he grabs. And it's going to be nothing. Bonnie whiffing. Now that sucks. When Bonnie whiffs, you hate to see it. You really hate to see it. So let's see if the Bonnie's going to come down next turn. Let's see if he's able to protect it. Because now I'm assuming he doesn't have a Law. So it looks like he wants to attach 3 Dawn onto a character. You might see it going into the Vista or the Curly. Both of those characters sitting at 3k. Or maybe he's looking to do an 8k swing. How much does he want to try to get rid of the Blueno? Just being a 6k character is annoying for Law. So let's see here. It looks like he was going to attach it to the Curly. Yep, Curly 6k going into my CP boy here. Me checking my trash to see if there's anything I want to grab in case I do want to let it go. And you know what? I figured, I'm going to just throw the 4/6 vanilla down. It's just a 1k counter in hand. So I figured why not? It also fills my trash up. So in case I want to bring him back, I can. It looks like Keith is now on the mission to try to maybe get rid of him, clear out my board. He's only sitting at 2 life. He does have only 1 blocker up, so we're gonna see 6k going into him, and I'm like, you know what? That's not bad. I stopped 2 attacks, pretty good. And it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and grab that 4 cost vanilla. Now, mind you, I could have gone the Spandam to search top 3, but he could have just swung with the Nami or something like that. And now, if he wants to commit to taking it down, he has to swing into it, and that's just a lot of work. So we see the Shambles play coming down here, grabbing the Curly. Does he have the Law? Oh my god, I did not know that. All right, and no, we see the X-Drake popping my 4 cost. Kind of nutty. X-Drake being a very popular card in the OP03 format. So we'll see how that turns out. Now, Isha's ability here, when you attach 1 Dawn to him, it reduces the cost of all his characters by 3, which is extremely nice. Just being really good. And then we're gonna see a 7k swing into lead. Now, if he blocks it and something dies, I get to restand him if I want to. So he's gonna let it go through. He's taking a life here, and I'm gonna see a 5 cost coming down, being that Kaku popping a 3 cost or lower by moving 2 CP cards from my trash into my bottom of my deck. And because of that Isho, I'm able to pop the Law, which is really, really nice. And yeah, he doesn't have rush, but I still have that 9k swing on board ready to go, and he's got no blockers. He just has that one open. We could imagine that might be beam, but we'll see here. He can't counter out of this. I mean, I guess he could. If he wanted to, he can go beam and then another card. So we see 9k swing going into lead, like I was saying, and he's gonna take it. Now I still got the tiny blocker here. I'm gonna swing tiny blocker into the Bonnie. If the Bonnie goes down, I can still restand my character, which is super nice. And let's see what he does here. I do only have 2 open, and yep, he's gonna go ahead and trash 3 cards, and then I'm gonna play the Wines here. Wines being a 2-cost character that if I trash a card, I can pop a 1-cost. And that's going to allow me to restand Lucci, dropping 2 cards to restand Swing for 7, and I get it. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. And stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP03 content coming out soon. See ya!